Hey everybody, welcome to the Suzette Speak Show. We got to do a quick recap, y'all. I could not resist. We are still enjoying the viral moments from the Montgomery riverfront where there was an altercation, a melee, some are calling it a brawl, took place between a group of men who would not move their boat from a dock. They happened to be all white, and they were instructed several times by a dinner cruise riverboat carrying 200 people trying to dock on the riverfront. When the captain sent a crew member across, who happened to be an African American man, to get them to move their boat, talk to them, and eventually tried to move the boat, he was assaulted and the melee ensued. So, after all of the ruckus, I wanted to do a quick show about all the heroes, in quotation marks, from this wonderfully I guess touching, inspirational. Some people just thought it was plain out crazy. How do you feel? Leave your comments below. I want to get into my heroes and the hero stories that I want to tell. And the first and foremost, I want to welcome you. If you're new to the channel, hello, hit the like button. Suzette Speaks here, doing a little social commentary. Again, don't think I endorse violence in any way, but this was a watershed moment for many of us. Okay, that was kind of ironic, watershed moment for real. But there were people that watched this and saw very different things happening. So the first thing I wanted to point out again, I welcome all opinions here, and you are more than welcome to let me know what you thought about this incident. So the video has been circulating. You've seen the video 10,000 times. So I want to get into who I thought left a mark, okay, figuratively, but I really want to mean in terms of their heroism, the type of behavior they displayed under pressure. Of course, I want to first start with that worker who went across to try to get this boat to move. He, of course, absorbed the first punch heard around the world during this melee. And again, many came to his defense, as in this young man. I want to get to the swimmer. Some people are calling him Scuba Gooding Jr., other people are calling him Michael B. Phelps. I've heard Black Aquaman and so much more. This young man, I just wanted to give him a quick shout out. He is a 16-year-old that left the boat that was trying to dock at the time and get the smaller pontoon boat to move. He saw that the worker get punched in the face and starting to get, jumped by a number of people off of the pontoon boat. So he swam into action, and he gets my first hero award because we will not forget him. He is a young 16-year-old. Did y'all know this? Young Aaron came through, hit the dock. He has a publicist now, you guys. Apparently, he made a statement through a publicist describing that he did what he was trying to do. Young man was putting in work. He not only got to the dock by swimming from the dinner cruise of a riverboat, he jumped into action, started, going at young people, older people, getting people off of the original the riverboat worker who was trying to get these folks to move. So I want to give my first Heroes Award, in quotation mark, y'all, to Mr. Aaron Aquaman. They say him Black Aquaman, but I love the fact that he was unafraid to put himself out there. He didn't know what was in that water. He didn't know what was going to happen when he got to the other side. So this young man's bravery should be saluted. Hit the like button, y'all, and welcome. And if this is your first time watching, go ahead and leave your comments below. The second hero, I would have to say, is that chair. There is no way I condone violence, okay? But there was a man that came through with a folding chair. Some would say after the middle part was done, and he jumped into action, picked up a folding chair. Now, again, I do not endorse anyone picking up any folding chair moving forward, but we got the best memes from said folding chair. This is the hero we need. The hero we deserve was one that gave him the bat signal. I always want to point out one more hero. Welcome again. Hit the like button. Doing a quick recap of the heroes of the Riverboat Brawl. I can't even say it. Riverboat Brawl. You guys have seen the video. I'm just going over where I think we should at least do some recognition. We had the chair seen around the world, but you know who's the real hero? The Black history fact that came out of this: Nathaniel Alexander. He invented the folding chair in 1911, saying that he meant for it to be used at church functions and picnics and to be something that was easy for people to use in terms of this portability. And here we are learning Black history through this event. So again, shout out to those who are kind of moved by the heroism. The next hero, I want to say again, we got the bat signal. Now we have the hot signal. When the boat and worker came, the co-captain came off his boat, everybody recognized it was a moment when he threw his hat in the sky saying, y'all come help me. And the brothers who responded, the sisters who responded, again trying to defend him from a group of marauders at that point, going back and forth. Yes, so funny. Retro Base says, girl, the internet said that man was playing whack-a-mole with that chair. Listen, appreciate you. We could have used it on Edison, says Gold Crow. Whoa. Let's say, there's still tension. This is a real thing because there has been so much emotion poured out because of this video. And I think it's because there was no unnecessarily, which I call a disproportionate violence, where people bringing weapons like guns and such to a fist fight, but it was people purely defending themselves in order to protect the first person who was injured, which was that guy who tried to clear the dock and tell them to move their boat. Yes, I see what Andrew says. Lay down my burdens down by the riverside. Miss AKA Lady saying, hello. Checking in the big picture. Hey, Mandrell, let's go. Coach B, the CEO. Great Peel, what up? I only have a few minutes, guys. Just doing a quick recap, wanting to get into who I thought were the real winners and heroes of this melee. Again, leave your comments below if you're watching Team Replay. Wanted just to highlight a couple more folks. And guys, I'm demonetized on this channel until October. So I wanted you to be able to show some love if you can. I'm going to drop the link real quick. Come up real quick if you want to and make your comments. I'm going to be signing out shortly, but I want you guys to let me know who you thought. What was your most memorable moment? Join the convo. Real quick, leave a message for me in the comment section thereafter. I'll be sure to read it. But yes, I thought the hat was the hero, the bat signal, the hat signal, whatever you want to call it. Yes, we're talking about the Montgomery Riverboat melee that ensued this past Saturday, and looking at what happened and who got arrested. Apparently they've made 4 arrest warrants. 3 people one person has turned themselves in. 2 others that happened to be a part of the original crew, as well as the gentleman who wielded, as they are calling it, the folding chair, that he hit 2 people that was caught on video in the head with the folding chair. Oh boy, was whack-a-mole for real. These brothers right here, I love the internet because it never fails. When we looked through the portal, right, as if Thanos himself was being attacked, the skip up alone, the skip up to the scene let you know what it was. Game Dreamer says, I just enrolled my kid in chair jujitsu. The jokes are so silly. Andrew talking about Molly whopping for 2,000, Alex. It was a mess, y'all. It was just a total mess. Could not believe my eyes. And I think a lot of us were touched by the fact that so many people jumped in to help this man who was far outnumbered. And the initial provocation, he was just doing his job, asking them to move their boat. And there came the punch seen around the world. And again, I love our memes, y'all. The chair jujitsu, speaking Game Dreamer of chair jujitsu. Did you like this one? They got shirts, y'all. I want to play a little bit of the song that has gone viral as well. Let's see what this one had to say. They made a shirt, or the internet said, try that in a small town. People are saying this should be called I don't know, Fade in the Water, Juneteenth, like the August version of Juneteenth. I don't know if we're taking it too far, but I just think in terms of a celebration, it's not out of the violence or the fighting itself, but it's those who stepped up and came to the aid of somebody who was quite vulnerable and didn't, hold back. Right? There's definitely moments where oftentimes we want people to get involved and they're scared to get involved. And here we saw the folks who stepped forward, not, thinking twice, jumping in the water, swimming up, coming off their boat, swinging, coming from the dock itself, showing up. And like I said, it really struck a chord. What did you feel about this? Please leave your comments below. I'm gonna play a little bit of the G-Mac song. G-Mac Cash is his name, from Detroit. Came up, y'all, with this song. It has gone viral. I think he is at, let's see how many views, almost 2.8 million views on Instagram. Look up G-Mac Cash, brother who came through with his single. I'm gonna play a little bit of it before I go because I've been watching it, and the Montgomery Ball, and he kind of does his thing. Hey. Hey. Oh, okay, I can't play. Sorry. That has a little bit of profanity in it. But go check out G-Mac Montgomery Ball. Who are your winners? Who are your losers? Let me bring up a loser, actually, since we are mentioning it. I want y'all also to please go check out. Oh my goodness, I don't know if I included them in my slides. Some people's faces after this said it all. I think they had the idea of how this was going to go. And when they felt empowered to outnumber this guy and put hands on him, they had no idea there were so many people willing and able to jump into his aid. There were some swollen faces thereafter. Again, we don't want people to indiscriminately go after people, obviously, but we never started this fire. Okay, let's be very clear. There are people, the collective we was watching what was happening to this poor guy who was just trying to get the dock cleared, and then you got that smoke. So yeah, I love it. Let's see a couple of other comments before I get out of here. Game Dreamer says a lot of stereotypes were just proven that day. Shout out to was disproven that day. I know what you mean. Shout out to Aquaman. Let's go, Aquaman. But you got to say it like with the Tennessee, with the Nashville, Memphis draw. Aquaman was in the building showing them what we really are capable of. And again, this I think was so unusual because we oftentimes see the victimization of Black people. And then when we are finally able to be empowered to move in a collective way to protect somebody and to protect ourselves, it sent a big statement. And I think other people felt some type of way. Mandrell, I'm bringing you up real quick, brother. How are you? What's up? Good to see you.
How you doing?
Fantastic.
You know, my sister and I were born and raised in Montgomery, Alabama.
What?
Yeah. And the word was out about those people the next day. Like, I didn't even
y'all knew.
Yeah, listen, that happened Saturday. Sunday morning, I was getting phone calls and texts. Did you see what happened yesterday? See it? I'm like, no.
Oh, wow.
And so they're telling me, yeah, so these white people from Selma, they own a mini mart in Selma. Like, they knew the store these people owned. Like, they knew where these people lived.
Wow.
Like, but the thing is, I think I was trying to tell lead attorney this, that here, there's so much residual trauma from Jim Crow and all the water hoses, dogs, and all that stuff, and church bombings. The overt in-your-face racism doesn't fly here. It doesn't happen. You know, it's always still the slick stuff behind your back, and it's much more savvy when it does happen. Definitely in the criminal justice system.
Yeah.
But we don't even really have big problems out of police. You know, really? Not big problems. No, like, you know, you're not going to see.
I was wondering if the police was going to be. Sorry to interrupt. Cracking heads. I was on the Roland Martin show. Y'all check it out. We did a great after the fact recap of everything. That's me and Faraji. We're over there on Roland Martin Network. 1 million subs every Wednesday, 3 to 5 live, talking about current events, politics, all that good stuff. Just need to, throw a plug in. That was us earlier today talking about everything that happened. But I was thinking about a question that he had, which was, do you think there is going to be some repercussion for Black people who live in that area, that people are going to see a rise in, police retaliating in a way that is like, y'all thought, you had your moment, but we need to show these Black folks who's really in charge kind of thing? What do you think about that?
No, because here's why. It's number one, I think the mayor that we have now, even the chief of police,
Black mayor,
first Black mayor,
yeah,
he and both the chief of police looking at it like, if you can tell in the interview that the error that they have about it, like, well, they deserved it. You know what I mean? Like, they understand.
Do you think a lot more of the Black folks will end up getting arrested? Because they've arrested a couple of the white guys. But I was thinking about that. I'm like, are we going to get, The
sentiment here is, I know they call for the guy with the chair to turn himself in, but the sentiment here is like, come get me. If you can come find me, I'll go. But I'm not going to go turn myself in. But in this case with him, he might, because he's had threats and things out there in the
People
internet about
expose his
him.
name too. People,
Yeah, yeah, and so now
they
there's
know where
threats
he
about
is.
him. So he may turn himself in.
For
Anyone else?
safety, yeah.
Yeah, right. Anyone else? They're either going there to give witness statements, or hey, you got to come find me. I'm not going to the police station.
Ah, I love it. Retro babe save says, "Who is this handsome man? I got to go, y'all, but I'm gonna let him." He said the mayor is black, police chief is black. I noticed that as well. There might not be any problems. We pray because we don't want any type of residual retaliatory mood over there for folks in
Highly
Montgomery.
unlikely,
Okay, all right.
especially in this case, because
Yes.
again, that's why the cops showed there and didn't start beating people up. Notice the cops came there
No,
asking
the cops were
questions.
calm. They were
Right,
looking around
and
like,
they were just
who
asking
is
people
wrong
questions.
here?
Yeah, the cops here aren't. There's not going to be a Philando Castile
Okay.
situation. There hasn't been, and there probably will never be. If it is, it's because someone from somewhere else moved here and became a cop. But if
the
it's a
people down
person
there
from
not playing that.
here,
Okay.
no, they're not playing that kind of stuff. No.
Well, y'all, I'm gonna give Mr. Mandrell the last word. He also has a channel and a fabulous show that he does. Let me let you do that. If you want more exclusive or you want to support me again, I've been demonetized until October. It's a long time. I'll tell you the whole story, but I gotta run, y'all. But yeah, you can support me. Go on my Patreon, become a member and supporter, and you can also hit me up, cash at me, $Suzette Speaks, to support this content and support the building of this channel. Even though I'm not, I don't want to say YouTube don't want me to be great, but I want you to leave your comments, y'all. Please spam the comments as I go. But final thoughts. I know Mandrell 211 has his own channel, and again, he's from that area. Was born in Montgomery, right? Came up in that area and knows a lot more about it. So I know you'll do some coverage of this as well. But where can people find you?
You can find me on my YouTube channel, The Big Picture. You can also find me on the Black Men Unfiltered Network Wednesday nights at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. My sister and I do a show called Unapologetic with Mandrell and Shushu. Again, on the Black Men Unfiltered Network, every Wednesday night at 8:30 p.m. Central. This Friday, I'm doing a live stream about nutrition on my channel, The Big Picture, and I'll leave a link to that in the chat.
Please do so now. Love y'all. And again, catch me live. I'm going to be in and out, y'all. But support if you can. Appreciate you. Atlanta GA signing off. And big up Mandrell representing from the Burma. Let's go. All right. I'll see you soon, my brother. Thanks, everybody, for watching.
Right.
Hit the like button on your way out. See you soon. Bye-bye. And thanks for coming up. Bye.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
All right. My pleasure. See y'all next time.